Hello, here we are. We're going to get going with Proverbs 2. So here we go. My son, if you accept my words and store up my commands within you, turning your ear to wisdom and applying your heart to understanding. Indeed, if you call out for insight and cry aloud for understanding, and if you look for it as for silver and search for it as for hidden treasure, then you will understand the fear of the Lord and find the knowledge of God. For the Lord gives wisdom. From his mouth come knowledge and understanding. He holds success in store for the upright. He's a shield to those whose walk is blameless. For he guards the course of the just and protects the way of his faithful ones. Then you will understand what is right and just and fair, every good path. For wisdom will enter your heart, and knowledge will be pleasant to your soul. Discretion will protect you, and understanding will guard you. Wisdom will save you from the ways of wicked men, from men whose words are perverse, who have left the straight paths to walk in dark ways, who delight in doing wrong and rejoice in the perverseness of evil, whose paths are crooked and who are devious in their ways. Wisdom will save you also from the adulterous woman, from the wayward woman with her seductive words, who's left the partner of her youth and ignored the covenant she made before God. You know, that reminds me of the story I told you of my friend who was married for 20, 30 years and had kids and ran away at the last minute to another lover on another coast and had 8 months with him and then was dead. That was the one I told you that I witnessed to, and her children jumped all over me, and next thing I heard, 1.5 years later, she'd run away and died. And that's what this reminds me of here. Who has left the partner of her youth and ignored the covenant she made before God. Surely her house leads down to death, and her paths to the spirits of the dead. None who go to her return or attain the paths of life. Now, in reality, I guess it still pertains to her. It pertains to an adulterous woman, or to a woman, it was self-explanatory. A woman who's left the partner of her youth and seduces someone else. Thus you will walk in the ways of the good and keep to the paths of the righteous, for the upright will live in the land and the blameless will remain in it. You know, it's interesting how some of my old friends have ended up becoming proverbs in my life. But the wicked will be cut off from the land, and the unfaithful will be torn from it. Scary. Proverbs 3. My son, do not forget my teaching, but keep my commands in your heart. For they'll prolong your life many years and bring you peace and prosperity. Let love and faithfulness never leave you. Bind them around your neck. Write them on the tablet of your heart. Then you will win favor and a good name in the sight of God and man. Trust in the Lord. This is a very, very famous scripture, and one that you should hang on to, and I know I've spoken it to you before. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not onto your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he'll make your paths straight. Now that is Proverbs 3, verses 5 and 6. Let's read it again. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not unto your own understanding. So don't try to figure things out on your own and say, yes, aha, that's it, I'll go this direction. Don't do that. In all your ways, submit to him, to God, and he will make your paths straight. Do not be wise in your own eyes. Fear the Lord and shun evil. This will bring health to your body and nourishment to your bones. Honor the Lord with your wealth, with the first fruits of all your crops. Then your barns will be filled to overflowing, and your vats will brim over with new wine. So that means give a portion to the Lord. Give the best part of what you bring home to the Lord. Not crazy where you can't support your family, but give something to the Lord of what you make. Then your barns will be filled to overflowing, and your vats will brim over with new wine. My son, do not despise the Lord's discipline, and don't resent his rebuke. We've spoken about rebukes and how protective they are and how useful they are, and that they are a good thing. Because the Lord disciplines those he loves, as a father the son he delights in. Blessed are those who find wisdom, those who gain understanding, for she's more profitable than silver and yields better returns than gold. She's more precious than rubies. Nothing you desire can compare with her. Long life is in her right hand. In her left hand are riches and honor. Her ways are pleasant ways, and all her paths are peace. She's a tree of life to those who take hold of her. Those who hold her fast will be blessed. By wisdom the Lord laid the earth's foundations. By understanding he set the heavens in place. By his knowledge the watery depths were divided, and the clouds let drop the dew. My son, don't let wisdom and understanding out of your sight. Preserve sound judgment and discretion. They will be life for you, an ornament to grace your neck. Then you will go on your way to safety, and your foot will not stumble. When you lie down, you will not be afraid. When you lie down, your sleep will be sweet. Have no fear of sudden disaster or of the ruin that overtakes the wicked, for the Lord will be at your side and will keep your foot from being snared. Why do we sleep sweetly? Because we have a clear conscience. We know we're doing the best we can following the Lord. Do not withhold good from those to whom it is due when it's in your power to act. Don't say to your neighbor, come back tomorrow and I'll give it to you, when you already have it with you. Don't plot harm against your neighbor who lives trustfully near you. Don't accuse anyone for no reason when they've done you no harm. Do not envy the violent or choose any of their ways, for the Lord detests the perverse, but takes the upright into his confidence. The Lord's curse is on the house of the wicked, but he blesses the home of the righteous. He mocks proud mockers, but shows favor to the humble and oppressed. The wise inherit honor, but fools get only shame. All right, last one for the night, Proverbs 4. Listen, my sons, to a father's instruction. Pay attention and gain understanding. I give you sound learning, so don't forsake my teaching. For I too was a son to my father, still tender and cherished by my mother. Then he taught me, and he said to me, take hold of my words with all your heart, keep my commands, and you'll live. Get wisdom, get understanding. Do not forget my words or turn away from them. Do not forsake wisdom, and she will protect you. Love her, and she will watch over you. The beginning of wisdom is this. Get wisdom, though it cost all you have. Get understanding. Let's read that again. The beginning of wisdom is this. Get wisdom. Though it cost all you have, get understanding. Cherish her and she'll exalt you. Embrace her and she'll honor you. She'll give you a garland to grace your head and present you with a glorious crown. Listen, my son, accept what I say, and the years of your life will be many. I instruct you in the way of wisdom and lead you along straight paths. When you walk, your steps will not be hampered. When you run, you will not stumble. Hold on to instruction. Don't let it go. Guard it well, for it's your life. Do not set foot on the path of the wicked or walk in the way of evildoers. Avoid it. Do not travel on it. Turn from it and go on your way, for they cannot rest until they do evil. They're robbed of sleep till they make someone stumble. They eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. And that's absolutely true. They can't sleep unless they've caused someone harm. They scheme all day long ways to hurt and harm people. The path of the righteous is like the morning sun, shining ever brighter till the full light of day. But the way of the wicked is like deep darkness. They don't know what makes them stumble. My son, pay attention to what I say. Turn your ear to my words. Don't let them out of your sight. Keep them within your heart, as they're life to those who find them and health to one's whole body. Above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. Keep your mouth free of perversity. Keep corrupt talk far from your lips. Let your eyes look straight ahead. Fix your gaze directly before you. Give careful thought to the paths for your feet, and be steadfast in all your ways. I love this scripture. This is the last one from Proverbs 4, verse 37. Do not turn to the right or the left. Keep your foot from evil. I love you very much. You have a wonderful evening, and we'll talk again tomorrow and pick it up at Proverbs 5. Love you. Bye-bye.